Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Oh god, let me just see how I am on YouTube. Because I might sound like a total div. Yeah, we're just waiting to see if YouTube is working right now with the live stream. Apparently we are a bit behind, unfortunately. Just trying to see how we are with that. Yeah. No. Oh god, I think we're massively lagging. Yeah, I think we're massively lagging here, unfortunately. Don't really know how to fix it. Oh, come on. God knows how we are. How are we all doing anyway? If you can hear me, put in the chat how you are, please. So I can tell there's 3 of you watching, so please put in the chat how you're doing. Or just say something in the chat at least. Your stream is experiencing issues, I know. Because crap. Right, I don't really know how to fix this, unfortunately. If only I did, baby. No, I don't know how to fix it. Alright, let's try and continue with this on anyway. If you are watching this live, thank you. This is a first time effort. Hopefully we will be trying to do it better in the future. But I'm hopefully recording this as well alongside it. So hopefully we can have this out as a separate video. And we'll try again in the future. But welcome if you are watching. My name is Ben and welcome to the Pride of Villa. Today we are going to be talking basically about a weekly roundup. This is what this live video is meant to be about. We're going to be doing a weekly roundup of everything Villa. Obviously, myself personally and Nathan, we haven't been uploading as much to this channel as we would have liked. We have been a little bit surprisingly busy than we thought we ever would be. I mean, we just haven't had enough time to dedicate to the channel, but hopefully these live videos, when we can in the future, will be a little bit better. But in terms of this video today, we're going to be talking about Aston Villa fixtures. We're going to talk about the Arsenal match a little bit more. We're going to talk about the fixtures going ahead following the international break. We're going to talk about the England game that is coming up as we're recording this. We're also going to talk about some transfer news and just anything else in general that you'd like to hear. So if you are going to enjoy this video or this live stream, however else you're watching this, please give it a thumbs up. Please give us a subscribe. Tell us if you do want to see videos or stuff like this in the future. And we will try and do it better. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. And we're going to just basically have a good old chat. If I can get this to work, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, unfortunately. So, what do we have going on? Well, first of all, we're going to be talking about Aston Villa fixtures. So, obviously, Aston Villa won 3-0 against 3-0 against Arsenal the other day. Great quality. And it was a really good performance by Aston Villa, getting 2 goals for Ollie Watkins and 1 goal for Trezeguet, even though it was a Sakura goal. It was a really good performance by Aston Villa, and showing that although we did manage to get a defeat against Leeds, and although we did show a little bit of fight back against Southampton, people could have been thinking, this is the Villa that we're used to. This is the Villa that we're going to go back to. But Villa managed to put out a really good performance against an Arsenal team that just come off beating Manchester United in a really good victory there. And so he was kind of worrying going into this game, are Villa able going to actually putting a performance, are we actually going to get a result out of this? And luckily we did. We caught Arsenal a really off day, really poor from them, not showing us any quality in their players, and completely, we managed to shut off their midfield rather than their midfield trying to shut us off. And it was just a really nice performance to see from them. Really nice to see Ollie Watkins shine with confidence after getting his first goal. And I'm a big fan of Ollie Watkins, and I'm really happy to see him do well in the Premier League. And getting 2 goals against his boyhood club. I think he's establishing that he needs to be talked about a little bit more in this Villa team, because it's not just Jack Grealish, it's not just Barkley, it's not just McGinn, it's not just Martinez. Ollie Watkins is the man right now for Aston Villa. He's the one scoring the goals. And it was a really good performance. Every player to a T was absolutely phenomenal. And it was just a really nice 9 minutes of football to watch if you're an Aston Villa fan. Obviously not if you're an Arsenal fan. AFTV loved it. But obviously, we go off that into the international break. England are playing tonight against Belgium. So we're going to be seeing, hopefully, Jack Grealish get his first proper start for England following his impressive game against, I think it was Scotland. No, it wasn't Scotland, it was Ireland. A really impressive game there for him, getting an assist and giving Southgate the chance and opportunity to show why he should be starting in the game. We're going to be hopefully seeing him in the first team, and hopefully seeing what he can do for Aston Villa going ahead. And for England, hopefully he does get the chance to prove on the centre stage why he deserves to be in that team. Reports are suggesting that he will be in the team, and he is going to be making that first start. So hopefully we can be seeing him do it on the grand stage of them all. But then we come back after the international break. We're going to be going to Brighton and then West Ham. I think 2 games that are surprisingly easy for Aston Villa to win there. Obviously, Brighton can't score for the life of them. They've just lost more play due to an ego incident similar to Guendouzi. So it'll be really interesting to see how Villa perform there. If we can get the 3 points, I imagine we will, because Brighton, quite frankly, are quite poor this season. If they're not going to get any goals from Morpont because he's not playing, then where they're going to get the goals from. And then we're playing against West Ham, which might be a little bit of a tougher team considering they have started quite strong this season. Obviously, they've got Ben Rama, a player I would have liked to see in the Aston Villa team. But obviously, we've got Bertrand Traoré. They've got Jared Bowen, Mikel Antonio, Souček. It's an interesting game to see. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a draw out, but I also do believe that we have the quality to outshine West Ham. Then we've gone to Newcastle and Wolves. Newcastle, I think that'll be a pretty easy game. Again, I think Newcastle, 1 week can turn up, 1 week they can't, and I think we'll be able to catch them on a good week. And then Wolverhampton Wanderers will be an interesting game. Obviously, they're in the top half of the table. We are currently sitting in 6th place. Wolves are sitting in 9th. It's going to be a very close game, obviously. Got spanked by them 2 times last year, so hopefully we can go to theirs and get a bit of revenge and perhaps walk away with it with at least a point. And then we move on to Burnley, West Brom, Crystal Palace, before moving on to 3 tough games in Chelsea, maybe Man U, depending on if they actually can pick up any form, and Tottenham, who are, for me, the biggest challengers to Liverpool's title this year. So it'll be really interesting to see that. I think in these next 4 games for Aston Villa, I can see us getting at least 10 points out of it. I think there will be 2 wins there, probably. Well, no, 3 wins there now. I think a draw probably coming from West Ham. So hopefully we can do it there. And really just continue our ascension up the table, because currently we are sitting in 6th. We've got Chelsea on 15th. They're only ahead of us by 1 goal. We've got Southampton in 16th. Southampton in 4th with 16 points. Liverpool in 3rd with 17 points. Tottenham are above them by 8 goals, and they're also on 17 points. And then Leicester sit at the top of the table at 18 points. So really, if we can get that win against Brighton, that will see us go possibly to 1st place. A very long time coming for Aston Villa. But as we say, we're going to have to wait and see on that. Let's move on to transfer news now. Not much. I know previously, a few weeks ago, we were linked with some younger centre halves. Maybe perhaps Dean Smith is looking to ship out Engels, or trying to bring in someone a little bit younger than House, and someone who can maybe actually break through the 2 starters in Mings and Konza. But in terms of transfer news, really the only thing we do have is, of course, Ross Barkley. Now, it's reported that Aston Villa were interested in the purchase of Ross Barkley after 3 impressive games against Liverpool, Leicester. I want to say Leeds, I think it was Leeds. There were reports that Aston Villa were very interested in signing the player on a permanent deal. Obviously, he's joined Villa on loan for the season, but has looked a really, really different player since joining us and has really shown that elevation of quality that we can have in that midfield. And it puts a lot of pressure on Jack being the one that needs to create chances for the team. Apparently, Chelsea are asking for 40 million, which I think is a little bit too much for a player that really has flopped and hasn't done anything since joining Chelsea. I think in terms of us, it would be a good signing. I think it would show some ambition by Aston Villa that we can attract big names to the club, and showing that someone like Ross Barkley, who would have already spent a year with the boys, would be very fitted in the team, and I think can really help us improve that midfield. I'll always say there's always a better option out there. I think right now, with Ross Barkley, let's wait until the end of the season, because for all we know, he could get injured, he could turn out to be a massive flop like McGinn, who started out really well last season but ended up getting injured and hasn't captured the same form since, but has gone back into eventually growing into it. Or, he could still be the star player, but I say wait till the end of the season, let's not make any rash decisions, and let's see what we can come of that. I don't know, would he be a good choice for you guys? Leave in the comments down below. Or like the video, even if you think Ross Barkley is going to be will be a good signing for Aston Villa to make when the transfer window opens, even in January or in the summer window next year. And leave your thoughts whether what you think the outcome is going to be for Ross Barkley. But apart from that, there's not really any other transfers. I mean, Villa are trying to get players off their wage budget. I did see a report on Ahmed El Mohamedi they're trying to get rid of, even though you're not playing Freddie Gilbert, so sure you'd want to get rid of him rather than Ahmed El Mohamedi, because if you're saying Ahmed El Mohamedi is the player on the bench, then sure he's just second starting fullback for Aston Villa. But it looks like they're trying to get rid of him. And then I think really Smith is, although he's got the players that he wants, perhaps maybe you're looking to buy another winger just because of Traore's injury. Heaton is coming back into training. He did play for the under-23s, I believe. The other day he managed to get 60 minutes in, so that's good to see. Hopefully he'll be fit and ready to play for Aston Villa when needed, although Martinez will obviously stay the number one goalie for a very long time. And then, who knows, we could potentially see another fullback. We don't really need a centre-half because we still have Engels, we still have House, so I do believe, House for me was the best player on the team last season before he got injured, and then they went to Konza. But I believe we can still last with them too. We'll still have a really good midfield in McGinn, Douglas Luiz, and Ross Barkley. We've also got to consider, will Ross Barkley be triggered to go back to Man City, or will he go elsewhere? Who knows? Maybe we need to get rid of Lansbury, because the wage he's on, he's killing us, quite frankly. And it's just really a waste of money for players, quite frankly, never going to get into the team. You could argue another striker, but Wesley is very close to coming back into the team, so we will have him back. And even now, I don't really see Watkins getting injured. And as I say, I think wingers we could do is another player out there, because now Traore is injured. It's just either playing Jack Grealish, or either playing Trezeguet or El Ghazi. I think El Ghazi has only got 5 minutes on the Arsenal game. I can't really see him having much more impact on the Aston Villa team, so I'd perhaps look into signing somebody, perhaps on loan, giving competition for El Ghazi and Trezeguet, and just trying to see what we can do there. Of course, there's also the rumours of John Terry leaving the club. He was linked with a move to Derby County, considering he has been managerial with Aston Villa as Dean Smith's assistant head coach, and trying to improve the defensive structure of the team. But there were reports that obviously he could have went off to Sheffield Wednesday as the new manager, or he could be going off to Derby, even though Wayne Rooney has taken that choice. My question to you is at home, what do you think of John Terry? Do you think he's going to be here next season? Do you think he will stay as Aston Villa's assistant head coach along with Baldy, not his name, whatever, you'll know who he is. And do you think he will stay with Aston Villa? Because for me personally, I think at some point you want to go back to Chelsea. I think maybe he's considering going back with Frank Lampard, considering all the new players he's got and how much better they're playing right now. That all the players are now gelled. But really, it's a question of, does John Terry want to consider becoming that head coach? Does he want to do what Dean Smith did and take on a smaller job and work his way up? And maybe that is with Derby County. Maybe it's with someone in League 1 or League 2. Give him a bit of experience there, then I will end up. And then see where you can go from there. But for me personally, I think he will leave at the end of the season. I can't really see him staying on much longer. I don't really. Although last season defensively I did have a little bit of going, but that's understandable considering we weren't really achieving anything there. But you know, it's just interesting. We'll have to see what comes of him. If he will stay at the end of the season, if he's going to help us improve. Because if Villa do decline, maybe Smith will be hunted out and maybe his parent will leave him. Don't really know what else to talk about, to be fair. Obviously, we've covered Aston Villa's fixtures coming up. We've covered England. Hopefully, Jack Grealish will get his start. Ross Barkley transfer. Let's actually have a look and see if England have put out the team news. They probably are. It is currently 25-7, so we might see it in 10 minutes' time. I think we have got it. Yep, here we go. We've got the team news. So it is Pickford in goal. We've got Walker, Trippier, Dyer, Rice, Mount, Henderson, Kane, Mings, Chilwell, and Grealish. So let's try and work that out. So we've got. Okay, so we've got a right back here, I guess, Kieran Trippier. We've got a left back in Kieran Chilwell. We've probably got 3. No, okay, he's playing a 4-3-3. So we've got Walker in the centre half role. We've got Trippier at right back. We've got Dyer as the other centre half, which to be honest makes no sense. I don't know why you can't just choose another centre half and maybe Key, or even have to bring in Slabhead. We've got Chilwell at left back, which is a good choice. Our midfield is Rice and Mount, Henderson. Oh no, we've also got Mings in there. Maybe he's playing a 5-2, 5-3-2, 5-3-2, is he? He could be playing a 5-3-2. Oh god, what's he playing? So we've got Walker, Dyer, Mings in centre half. We've got a left wing back and a right wing back in Chilwell and Kieran Trippier. We've got in the midfield, we've got Rice, Mount, and Henderson. Not really creative there. Maybe Grealish is in that midfield as well. Maybe playing a 4-5-1 perhaps. And then we got Kane up front. That's probably a 4-3-3, I imagine, or a 4-4-2. Kings, yeah, that's midfield to be interesting. I was saying to my dad, I think he would stick with the same midfield. And I think that's, quite frankly, not really much going to be created there. I think maybe he should have brought on the likes of Foden, maybe Saka, give them a go. Hopefully, if he does well, I think Bellingham should get a bit of time, and instead of giving him 10-15 minutes. But that's a decent team. It's probably saving his best team for games like this. Is saving, so he didn't have to play Grealish, because obviously he didn't want to play Grealish. But yeah, there is your England team. I'll go through that again. That is Pickford, Walker, Trippier, Dyer, Rice, Mount, Henderson, Kane, Mings, Chilwell, and Grealish. Grealish does get his start for England. I think that's really it that we've discussed about. I think just to end this video live stream, however you are watching this, if you are watching this live and you do eventually get to this point in the video, because I know we are currently behind on the video, I just want to say a massive thank you, and hopefully you did enjoy what we are doing or what we're trying to do. If you did enjoy this video, obviously please leave in the comments down below. We will try and improve this. Tell us if you did enjoy this live type of video. As I said, me and Nathan have discussed this for a very long time. We did want to try it. We just thought, we haven't uploaded in a while. Let's try and come back at you guys with a live video. Hopefully we would go well. And although we may not have had the viewers, I know we've at least got your attention with a live video. But do leave in the comments down below what videos you would like to see us do. We are still doing live instant reactions. And we are looking to try and do a little bit more. Yeah, as I said, we are really busy right now, especially myself currently. you know, I'm back in my education. Not been a great week for me personally. But hopefully we will be coming back to the channel, bringing a little bit of positive